Coach. We'll get started right away. Let's go with questions for Rick Bonnell and then Richard Walker.
JB, you use the word resilient a lot. Can you talk about, considering you were down 2 starters for the second half, what Malik and Devontae and LaMelo did to get you through?
Yeah, Rick, it's been a resilient group all year. We never dropped the sword. Our mentality is we keep fighting till the end. We're down 10 with 2+ minutes to go. Nobody hung their heads, but even before that, we lose. We're down 2 starters. Everybody's chipping in. Everybody's fighting. Nobody's doubting. And even when it turns, the definition for me of resiliency is you reform, you reshape yourself. And when things don't go your way, you're down. We found a way to reshape and reform ourselves and pull out a win. When the odds said it was not in our favor. This is a resilient group, a tough group, a group that believes in each other. But I thought they were fantastic down the stretch. Give Malik Monk a ton of credit. He has stayed ready. He stayed professional. He's earned this. He deserves this, and he was fantastic tonight.
When you mentioned Malik,
Devontae made big shots as well.
When you mentioned Malik staying ready and staying professional, he's talked about one of the things he needed to learn was not to take things personally. That this is business, and that he just, he's got to have an appreciation for that. How has he evolved in the last 8 months as far as how he deals with things?
What I'll say about him is he's more mature, more professional, and he never hung his head, even though he was not in the rotation. He kept working. He continued to do his work behind the scenes, and he knew his time was coming, and he didn't know when, but he knew it was coming, and he just stayed professional. He's matured, and look, he's been fantastic for us. That's the biggest thing. He's been fantastic. He's put the work in. He's put the dedication into his craft, and it's paying off for him right now.
Thank you.
Let's go to Richard Walker.
Sir.
Coach Borrego, Richard Walker, Carolina Sports Hub. Obviously, a big story heading into the game was LaMelo getting his first start. Kind of talk about what you saw from his play tonight.
Yeah, I thought he had a solid game. He got into foul trouble. I think that hurt his rhythm a little bit early. Made some big plays for us down the stretch. I trust him out there. He fits with that group. So I thought it was a very good start for him. And, but I thought overall the foul trouble probably disrupted him a little bit early, but he helped us close that game. He was very good down the stretch.
Let's go to Sam Purley and then Rod Boone.
Hey, JB, congrats on the victory. The last play of regulation seemed coming off the Iguodala missed 3. You let the guys play for a little bit and then saw something and then called timeout. What did you kind of want the guys to kind of regather coming at that timeout? And what did you kind of see going into that final play where Malik hit the shot?
Sure. Well, we needed a big stop there. So we went with the defensive group to get a stop. I knew we had a timeout, but on the stop, I thought I'd let them play. And I didn't want their defense to be set. So I gave it a little bit of run. We probed a little bit. I thought maybe we could get a quick one and an easy one in transition. Obviously, we didn't find anything. I think I ran across half court. I'm not sure. I don't know where I was, but we called timeout. I didn't like it. And that's when we drew up the shot for Malik. So give Malik a ton of credit. They executed. But those are the things that we've worked on. These end of game situations just don't happen. We're a very good end of game clutch team, and we work on these things. These guys know what we're trying to do, what we're trying to execute. I trust them to make plays. If not, I adjust. We called timeout, we drew it up, and give our guys credit. They executed it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ron.
Hey, JB, you mentioned you guys were down 5 points with about a minute or so to go. I mean, in a game like this, when you're down 2 starters and odds are against you, what do you learn about your team the most? I mean, you guys essentially, it's almost they're not winning the game, but how do you figure out just how you guys win a game like this tonight, basically?
You just keep pounding, you keep going, and nobody was worried about who was in, who wasn't in. The group just kept battling. In the timeouts, we got this. Everybody's pushing in the right direction. I love the spirit of this group. They don't die. They don't quit. They believe. They trust each other. More than anything, they're talking. They're communicating. I'm giving them direction in timeouts. I'm giving them direction on the court, but they're starting to figure things out on the court together. Devontae's talking, Gordon's talking, LaMelo's talking, Miles is talking. It's fantastic. This is the growth that I've been waiting for, and we're seeing it right before our eyes.
Let's go to Christos.
Hello, coach. Congratulations on the win. I'd
Hello.
like to ask you, how different is the dynamic of the team with Malik Monk on the court, and also under the circumstances? This is the biggest win of the season so far.
Did you say it is the biggest win?
Yes, yes.
Is that a question, or did you say that?
Oh, it's a question. It's a question.
Oh, it's a question. I'm sorry. To answer your first question, look, if Malik's been fantastic. First of all, he makes us so much more dynamic. When he has the ability to put pressure on the rim, make plays, he's kicking that ball out, making plays for others. Obviously, the 3-point shot is dropping for him right now, and I don't expect that not to continue. It takes our offense to another level. A very dynamic offense. He kept us in that game early as well. It's not just the close of the game. Malik kept us in that game from the first half on. So give him a ton of credit. I don't want to say this is the biggest win. I'm really just proud of the group, how they stuck in this one. The odds were probably against us more than any game we've seen over the last couple of years here, being down 10, with 2 minutes to go. We just kept fighting, kept battling. We believe if we get to that clutch situation, we have a great shot to win games. And tonight was a great example of that.